Ancient will be the arena for these two teams to set up the series. Of course, we know this is where their lower bracket run will either continue or it will falter. And I, for one, am keen to see that AWP duel between Snatchy and Patriot. The name escapes me for the moment.
Well, fortunately, we do have a whole lot of gamers in the server. Look, Slacks was actually popping off at the start of the tournament. If we do fall back to that, what was that, 3 bloody days ago we got to watch that game.
He's quick on the trigger.
He really damn is. Now, of course, we are going to see Sprout starting on this T side. It was their map choice. So Anonymo getting that CT side is going to be a very, very dangerous prospect for Sprout. And we are going to see Anonymo actually hunting for some early info. A couple of jewelies here in the hands of Snacks. Sprout going for that late mid control.
Risky play, and the risk versus reward may actually backfire here for Anonymo. They surrender control of the middle of the map, and Rowland's under pressure. So this is where the T side could just run and roll their way into A.
Ooh. Sharp shots coming through just in time. Now, Riles, late on the lurk, should be able to get in behind enemy lines and find Snacks with these double weapons. Oh, there it is. Info gained, and Sprout 1v5. Should be able to mop this one up nicely. No surprises, except for Snacks. We could even maybe see a knife. No. Riles, block in hand. Expecting Snacks to be lurking around the corner. Connects, and that is a very solid start from Sprout on the T side.
I mean, Sprout didn't even need to do too much, to be honest. It was all Anonymo that made the moves, made the mistake then.
Yeah.
In just pushing into what Sprout seemed to expect towards the B alley. So I think it's safe to say that these two teams have done their homework on one another. Definitely familiar with what to expect. As Pilsky highlighted in the pregame, it's no secret that K has recently switched rosters too. So for that ESEA Premier season, that qualification for Anonymo into the EPL conference, funnily enough, he was sitting on the bench. He was a bench player for Anonymo. So no doubt there's that redemption arc through the lower bracket that could be a nice talking point should they take this series. But in terms of what we're seeing here, we do see some investment coming out from Anonymo. Very much heavy presence towards the A bomb site. They've just left Innocent over towards A. And with some utility, a double HE potential, could do a lot of damage if Sprout do commit. However, they're doing their homework. They're dotting their I's, crossing their T's.
But as that's all happening, Kyle has pushed down B ramp, gets the info, and now we're going to see this rotation come through from Anonymo straight in through CT, but that window smoke fading just at the right moment, and Sprout now starting to make a move right up the middle of things. Snacks, however, in the corner, and he's got Rowland here to hold a solid crossfire. Nade slows him down for a moment and allows Sprout to know that the CTs, they've got the heads up here. They've got that information. Riles, however, is just going to keep on going forward, finding the double on towards the A site and locking things down for now in terms of map control, in terms of getting that bomb planted. And Anonymo, they're just being thinned out slowly but surely. K coming in with the double. Kyler, last alive, his position known, so Anonymo won't be finding too much more in this round.
Great work from Riles just with that Mac 10. They made that call to back off from pushing through mid. Very risky play. But, I mean, when you're dealing with that many angles to check and, of course, a smoke goes down, better to pull the plug. So, Rails had already created a lot of space over towards A. Why not take that option? And Kyler mainly looking to save this armor of his. And smoke too. So, nothing really looks right about there for Anonymo. Well handled anti-eco. More importantly, taking 0 losses for Sprout. Shaping up nicely for them.
Definitely are. And Anonymo should be able to get a couple of deagles, a couple of upgraded pistols into this round. And even with the info, you can see that they couldn't quite get into all the right positions. They just weren't landing those shots. Okay. Definitely given the opportunity to get that second kill after not being chipped down. Either way, Sprout now looking like they are just going to be sending it over towards A main nice and early. Having a look at this anti-eco strat.
The only safe weapon in Kyler. Goes 1 for 1.
CT is not too far away though, as we are going to see Sprout spill towards the A site. But again, these Mac 10s, these Galils just doing so much work nice and early. And Rowland got a P250 to play with. Just going back to somewhere where he can take some closer range engagements. I think he was spotted over towards CT, so he could manage to actually find some timing onto Slacks here, but nope, Slacks flings around just in time. And it is going to be a very clean start to the series for Sprout.
Keeping it nice and clean, that's the way you want. And because of that, they're able to maintain relatively healthy money and weaponry already that they've been able to accrue. So now we see Anonymo coming in, no surprise, snatching on that AWP. No direct duel just yet for Sprout, so watch them to be fast and mobile. But, I mean, their money's starting to look really good. Only K has the slightly depleted approach, but this presence towards B laneway. They're being Sprout on by mid.
Rutland surviving way longer than I thought he ever would there.
Galils.
The inaccuracy. However, he didn't really throw too much back at CTs. That being said, Darvin now getting a whole lot of control over towards B. If he starts to push and probe, he'll find that there's no CTs here. Anonymo already going for the stack towards A, and they're going to be right to do so. K able to trade, and Snatchy, nice line, going to be held deep from CT. Now Sprout think, oh my, this is a bit of a rough situation. Barvin, he's managed to clear out that B slot, but look where the bomb is, Jim.
Yeah, and the fact that he already had taken the duel with Kyla over towards B lane means that they might have a fair idea of where he is, given that Snatchy's now covering that angle. So he's got a lot of time to work with. Could fashion this round back in the favour of Sprout. I mean, even if he doesn't and he only takes one more weapon with him, that's still a great round for them, given how expensive it is for Anonymo to try and maintain what they've got.
Well, Innocent was just on this line. Playing from a solid position there at Big Box.
No.
And Snatchy wants to swing around, but it's Innocent to take contact and win the one-on-one. Bit of a sigh of relief there in the player cam as Anonymo do get the first round on the board. But again, you mentioned it, at what cost? They're on a very rough position now in terms of the economy. One lost round and they're straight back to square one.
Kyla's already having to buy an MP9 just to prioritise utility. So talk about a shoestring budget for them. That's what they're operating with now, and still in the same sort of territory as well, with that loss bonus only starting to just slightly reduce. It's in that $2,400 range, and that's not going to cover too much. So a faster approach now from Sprout. We're seeing that very tempo. Parvin just waiting out that Molotov, but there's going to be a flash surely. No, he's going to operate solo.
Kyla was looking to make that contact happen. However, pre-aiming the angle does not work for him. Did have that helping hand of Snatchy not too far away. Right now, going straight up the guts again. Loving taking this window control. But a big flank timing from Snacks there. And he's spotted at least one of the two Ts making their way in through mid. So this push from the CTs gaining some very valuable info. You got Rarlan coming in as well. Almost able to get that double nade to follow. And Rarl's in a very rough spot. Down to 38 he goes. But again, the man advantage is here for Anonymo.
Yeah, they're kind of backed into a corner right now. That bomb's still to transition through mid, maybe try and get across through CT spawn and then deal with whatever is at A. So that's why Spiddy's just made his way through to help guide the bomb. They will be able to get together.
And Anonymo, look at that. They think that they're going to B, but it's right back to A they come, and Snatchy is a little bit too far away. Spiddy able to bring it back.
No.
Oh my lord, 9 HP, and he's able to get that second kill. Rarlan with the miss. The opportunity gone. And now Snatchy knows that Spiddy's low. Going in with the secondary, but in comes this rotation late, and with just enough time to get to site and plant.
No frills approach from Spiddy. In this round now, where will he position himself? He's got a lot of time to decide where he's going to play from. But Snatchy now, still with that secondary out, is going to be time. That's a great round from Sprout in the end. The read to go back towards A. It was just enough time of no contact made to sow the seeds of doubt in Anonymo's head. They spread out, and that allowed Sprout to take individual duels.
Oh, it was crazy as well, because Anonymo, they did have, I think it was Snatchy and Rarlan, both quite close coming in from mid, and then they decided to split up for whatever reason, just trying to get that info. And that allowed Spiddy just to get into good positions to frag. Manages to win that one onto Rylan, which was so crucial in the grand scheme of things, and then got the timing onto Snatchy to close it. Huge 1-on-3 from the man, and a 4K for the round. Now, into the 6th we delve. Anonymo, as we mentioned, one lost round, and then they're back to square one, and that's exactly where they are right now.
Square one kind of sucks when you're already 6 rounds into your first half on that CT side, and you're still not able. You realistically, the buy's going to come in next round, but you're in the position of, say, for example, Snatchy, probably going to be looking at buying that AWP and have to forego a lot to be able to do so. Sprout, as you have a freedom of movement across this map, because heavy concentration from Anonymo is towards mid. So just trying to make those pistols work. They do have 4 HEs, so it will be a case of carpet bombing whatever they see.
There's the info. Most of said nades are going to start to gravitate back towards the B side of things. Ooh. They know that CT lane smoke's gone down. In comes a few nades just to try to zone the T's away. Okay, in the corner, just going to be swinging straight on Snacks. CTs were close to trade. However, the molly positioned perfectly at the back of quad here just to create so much damn space. And K, he's just happily tapping away, trying to find that final kill, but Rylan makes his way all the way back to A. He's looking just to cause some kind of financial damage, maybe just carry the body armor across into the next. That's all he's really got going for him here. Inevitably, though, Sprout, look at this. 5 on the board on the T side of Ancient very early. Maybe we were all a little wrong in the analysis early.
Sprout, definitely, this is their strongest side, though, on this map. So you would be looking to them to capitalize it. Yeah, the CT sides, I guess, have, shifted back towards being more successful than the T side. But, I mean, you look at the map pool, right? Back then, when CT sides were maybe a little bit more favorable, you had some stronger CT maps in the pool. At least those iterations of the map at that current point in time were definitely more CT-sided. And, I mean, I remember a time, too, when the game was incredibly T-sided. That's
more recent history.
Yeah. Well, even in the early days, too. So we take a look at the economy. Everything was... It was grim for CTs, particularly without the USP. This is back... maybe just after beta, to be honest. But
yeah, very relevant.
Probably the first year of play, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, early technical pause coming through here. Of course, we are so deep in the broadcast now that there is no B stream left. All just A stream games from now on. So, don't be having any B stream games to jump on over. These are some elongated tech pauses.
Yeah. So unfortunately, the question's been answered. To be or not to be, there is no B. Unfortunately.
But it is that way if there was a B. And it was a plaza. It was to the left. Everything you own at the box to the left.
Good stuff, Mac.
Yeah, Jim, not a fan of that one. Either way, into the game we go. Tech pause is Dunskies. And we're ready to see a whole lot of CS action.
Funny story about that too, Mac. We used to have a rule. If you're running past each other in spawn, you keep to the left. It was the Beyonce rule.
There you go. More you know. See if Slacks is ready for this swing. Smoke comes through. Snacks just trying to buy some extra time and maybe bait out some more util. Scope's going to be heard left, right, and center. Slacks eventually going to boost it up here at the bottom of ramp, and it will provide the goods.
That's an open up. And on the back of that too, they're going to see how far Slacks can go. This is not the limbo, but instead he is carrying the stick into the B bomb site. Flashes come through. But it's just awaiting that commitment as Snacks does find a level up. Oh! Even a second.
Okay. Snacksy making that one work. And not stopping that rotation from Farven, who fights for his life and keeps it back to that 3-on-3. A very crucial kill to do so. Spitty straight through Temple already.
Yeah.
Able just to lock down this A site. Had the timing. Got the kill that was necessary. Now Rylan and Kyler are scrambling to find something, but they're not going to clear every angle. And Farvin here at the stairs is going to be an absolute nuisance. Kyler, 33 HP to win it. You don't back it.
Now, Snacks found space. However, it was really Spitty who found all the space over at A. And that's the problem with Ancient, honestly, for rotating CTs, is there are just so many angles to check if you have given up so much space on the map. So all Kyler can salvage here will be the AWP. Oh, movement.
Couple of hops on the downhill.
Not bad.
Love to see it. I actually only this tournament noticed that this pocket existed, by the way. I have never looked here when I've played Ancient.
No, it is a very off angle.
A lot of people, they play this line, but you go closer up towards that bush there as well, and you're just as hidden. Such a nasty angle for any CT to peek, or T to try to find a saving CT.
Full David Attenborough.
One with the jungle.
Here we see the CTs buying up into the 8th round.
Oh, what a join! But I'm gonna ruin it. So I'm just gonna let you have that one, Jim. Now, Snatchy can take the advanced line. Huge flash from Slacks to enable yet another opening, and that was the AWP saved across and not retrievable either. It's right out in the middle of mid, and it's just the Deagles. And Anonymo have to try to bring this round back.
It's a big scalp to take early on, and again, they're just surging into this B-bomb site. There's nobody here to stop them this time. Smoke means Snacks is locked into the cave, and all he can do is retreat as the rest of Anonymo. They're going to be looking for exits. Snacks is still trapped in cave.
Well, I think the main thing to look for is that AWP. You can see at the top of mid, they're all just grouping up in house. They really want to retrieve it because it's so damn expensive, and Tees didn't throw it away. Spitty actually gives some extra space here, and Riles will be the one to sort of rotate through lane past Cheetah and try to make his way to mid. But I believe Innocent gets his mitts on it, and there it is. Mission accomplished for Anonymo, 4 alive, couple of bits of armor. Deagle for Innocent as well, which he can drop across to Snatchy, but looking at the economy, they should be bought up into the next round regardless.
Yeah. But, you know, the AWP does make things easier in future rounds, so massive coup for them. They did have the kit as well on Kyler and some armor on the other members of Anonymo, so it is a decent round save for them. But look at this scoreline, Max, 7-1. You would expect the CT side to be doing far better than this at this stage, but that just speaks to how well Sprout are playing on that T side. Stats don't lie. That is their better side on this map, and Anonymo are feeling the pinch right now.
Which is weird, because yesterday Anonymo were really firing up early on most maps, trying to get away with those leads for dropping the ball. Maybe they're just starting cold here. Day number 4, ESL Pro League conference games. Conference stage, rather. Now, what do we got here? Anonymo back on the guns. Snacks is at A1 to pick up on the ground for util for the CTs. Let's see how they play it. They've been doing a whole lot of aggressive plays, which gets that info, but just haven't managed to turn that into rounds. Sprout with some very, very good mid-round calls.
Absolutely. The read is good. They're going to stream onto this bomb site. A single smoke is not going to hold back the tide of darkness that is entering this bomb site. That's a good double from Innocent, but he falls, so it does buy some time for Anonymo to rotate through.
Got Rylan here as well, just waiting from Donut to strike, but he's also buying time for the rotations to come through. However, Slacks, partially blind, hits that one onto Snatchy. But he might have had an opportunity to get said line. Slacks, though, looking like he will be the key piece of the puzzle for Sprout. Now, Smoke, not quite fading yet, and the CTs really positioning. Just bust out as soon as these smokes fade. Good timing on that molly. Kyler now out into the open. He's going to spot that boost, though, so they know a second man is around towards A main. Slacks has to be hitting some sharp ones, but it looks like he's going to go down. That box is paper thin, made of wood.
Time.
And the man's gone. They've got it just in the nick of time. had that kit on Kyler, the only kit from the 3 remaining CTs. So
Yeah.
they were all over that one, and the retake finally successful for Anonymo to get a second round on the board.
They were leaving my heart, at least in my mouth, as to who was getting on the defuse. They were all just looking for that frag. I mean, if you got the kit, as long as the player with the kit knows that they've got the defuse.
That's the one.
I've seen many confusion rounds like that, and I call them confusion rounds. But a much healthier buy now for Anonymo. They're able to put that together. They keep 3 alive, so it does build the economy a little bit. But again, we're just seeing this early B harassment coming through from Farben, and he's been quite successful with it too. He's just always searching for that pick, and what it's really stopped. It's stopped Anonymo pushing down B lane.
Snacks as well. He's hit a couple of nasty ones here in Cheetah. Oh, he only had 6
Sneaky.
bullets left in the mag. Managed to pick up a kill off the back of that one. Innocent with another, as we are going to see this mid push still push through, and it's Snatchy to find another onto Slacks now. Rough round for Sprout to be in. However, we've seen them win from these positions, and it's angles like that that allow it. Riles looking to find the timing. Here's that reload, and it's some great protocols for Sprout. You can't write them off, even with a 2-man disadvantage.
No, particularly not. I mean, Snacks got away with it once, not twice. Eventually had to reload. There was no second AK for him to pick up. And now Innocent has to try and locate these 2 Ts who have repositioned quite nicely. Crossfire would should certainly work. Now,
Barrel spotted.
Pinocchio.
Finds that for free. Thinks that maybe Cave is covered, considering Farven was looking towards CT. Innocent, he's got absolutely no idea. Riles running down the time, and he's going to get that one on a silver platter. Sprout bringing it back. 1 alive at the end, but look, from a 2v4, you can't ask for too much more.
Absolutely the round that they wanted to win too, Anonymo, because that puts their economy in an unhealthy place after this round. Snacks is just playing a dangerous game. Riles here, the amount of times we've seen him just hit a site, find 2, really has given Sprout some extra space to work with.
Yeah.
It's given him so many late round options. How many times does Rowland want to run that gauntlet? Or Anonymo, just in general, want to run that gauntlet? Slacks has had that peak more rounds than not, and still they're trying to just out jump him, out shoot him. It's not working.
Okay. Cop a slight bit of damage through the spam. Of course, Snacks is listening out for those impacts. The bullets as well, just trying to get that info. It's not just the spam for no reason. Now, Sprout smoked off here at mid, nice and late. Oh, tiny little gap there, but neither player spots one another as Rowland got this mid control, but he's only got it for as long as this smoke's up. 2 Ts around the corner.
You know, it's Util's been burnt by Anonymo already, just trying to maintain control of these choke points. So if they have to retake, they're really not going to have too much left in the tank.
Snacks as well with first blood for the round after the minute mark strikes, and he's going to keep on striking there. Slack's falling, and he knows there's more Ts over towards this B side of things. Innocent now with that rotation through. Spitty finally able to get that belated trade. Kyler's going to be stuck in the corner for the moment, and that nade is going to finish him off. Riles, great arm. Good spin on that one. It's 5 on 4 HP, still able to have some impact. Riles picks up another as well. And just like that, it's a 2 on 3, back to a 1 on 2. Rylan edging forward, knowing that the Ts are both over towards the tunnel here, just waiting for that second man. Taps again. Riles out of position now and looking the wrong direction, but he'll flick back up and take Rylan down. So even after losing the first pick and the second, Sprout still pulling these rounds back, Jim. They are playing out of their minds on the T side of Ancient.
It is looking really, really nasty if you're an Anonymo fan right now.
Yeah.
So Snacks has gone the hero AWP buy. He had 6K. Everybody else has to just fend for themselves. Buying down to, I mean, Snatchy's bought in. They're slowly buying in. This is a real half of a buy. Now, Snacks is going to send that AWP straight over towards his A ramp. Spotted for Favin.
Again, man just is consistently putting putting that pressure on the B ramp. Gets two this time, but not the third. Snatchy. Able to trade eventually with that MP9. Snacks as well with an AWP in hand. He's over here joining the party. But off the back of showing that AWP, sends it back to A.
Innocent. Just trying to find the timing on the push. Was being watched by Slacks. So this is where Sprout, because they didn't have any other feelers out towards any other area of the map. This is where things get difficult for them. However, Anonymo have to deal with a thinning herd of CTs. Ralls and Slacks have a lot of options right now. They're going to go push through mid, so...
Ooh. The timing on this one could get caught in transition, going all the way back to quads, so absolutely nowhere safe to go. He was definitely not happy about that, and they thought Snacks is still towards the B side of things, but they're wrong this time, and they'll stop that bomb from going down. 30 on the clock now, and it's AWP on AWP. The Slacks looks to pushing through CT, but it's the full wrap through. Snack surely is going to clear the corner, and he won't miss this time. 1 on 2 for the big man Snacks to put a third on the board for Anonymo. But still, you have to ask the question. It's ancient. Is 3 rounds on the CT side going to be enough? Is 6 going to be enough if they win all the rounds remaining in the half?
Absolutely has the ball in the court of Sprout right now, but cool little 2v1 from Snacks. Made the right read. I mean, he didn't really have a choice. They thought he was over at B, and that worked out in his favor. His reposition does work out for him, but look how fast Sprout now is taking control of mid. They're putting pressure on A, and they're sitting very, very defensively here towards B. So if Anonymo aren't careful, they will be flanked because they've pushed all the way through. It's only Kyler here with this UMP to try and guard the doors. Very patient from Sprout. They're just letting the CTs who have pushed do the work. Snacks has gone for the counter push too.
Again. Just getting in behind the T's and getting free kills time after time. And Kyler binked away from that line.
Yep. It's just the Roman dome from Snacks.
Again. Just so mobile, so proactive, trying to do everything he can to keep Anonymo in the game. But from these points, you just can't write Sprout off. They keep on winning man disadvantageous situations. Just keeping the rifles in hand, fighting together, looking to trade their way into cage with the molly. Ryland's there, but are they expecting the second man? He goes to the short side. Ryland, not going to get the better of him this time, and it's back to that 2 on 2. Spitty. Full wrap in behind Cage, just clearing out Cave completely. Snatchy and Innocent to try to make their way onto site. Smoke goes down. They know that that one was thrown from close, but it's up to Spitty to make this work. Off angle works for one, and it's going to be the tap onto the bomb. Advanced line from Innocent and catches Spitty with his pants down, but he has no kit Jim. So they got a couple of kills. That's pretty good, but it's not the round. And now Sprout on the T side of Ancient, traversed to 10 already. And there's a chance that they get even more as well.
It's too late in the half for kills to be really a factor for that T side. It's the rounds that Anonymo really need. Otherwise, they're just staring down the barrel of what needs to be almost an immaculate T side performance on a map where it's not their strong side. This could be a very difficult ask for Anonymo if they don't at least start to pull momentum back in their favor. They really need the last 2 rounds of this half. Of course, taking heavy losses in these rounds means that the economy is not going to allow them such an easy path, particularly for Kyler, who he's already down on SMGs. So he's not been able to buy anything effective, and looks like that trend will continue too. Now, there's so much space being created by some of these pushes from Sprout that I'm actually quite impressed with how well coordinated they are. They're really doing a good job of creating this push and pull effect between the 2 bomb sites. They're putting pressure on the extremities of the map. They're going, towards that A long. They're going towards the B ramp. They're really making Anonymo guess, and even to the point where they're having that late mid presence. Snatchy gets the upper here on Speedy. Bubban, he's just had good form over on this B ramp. Anything that he has seen, he has shot.
Doing such good work for Sprout. Not only in the early round, but late round as well. This man's so damn dangerous. Not going to be expecting the offline from Tyler in the pocket. Going to be Riles to trade. Maintain the numbers. The two A1Ss in hand here. Riles so lucky to be alive. Snacks. He has killed so many people without being able to see them. This time he will, though. Swing in, but again, it's K in a 1-on-2, but he's too far away to stop the defuse. This time, Anonymo, at least adapting. There was a few times in the previous rounds where they were tapping the bomb early, trying to force out those fights, but this time, pros don't fake.
Absolutely not. Unfortunately, someone from Anonymo has to go with, yeah, Kyler again. He's just been given he has the shortest straw I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's, I guess, the new guy in terms of experience. When you look at this roster, you look at, you know, Snack, Snatchy, Rallin, and Innocent. Wealth of experience between those players with, you know, the teams that they played in, particularly in the Polish scene. And, of course, Snacks is no new introduction. But, again, just a faster approach here from Sprout. They've taken that duel. Again, the amount of times Anonymo have tried to take Cubby, this one finally goes in their favour. And this is a Sprout so decisive with this A hit.
Oh, Innocent. Playing a dangerous game. Dropping off the edge there. K over the top has that one way to play with, and it's going to be Spitty to finish. Gain control of the A site for now, but Snatchy still just playing around this gap between Big Box and that lurk smoke. Rarland just going to be swinging around. There's a turret looking to do 360s here. Snatchy able to come through for the trade, and it's going to be him last alive up against Spitty. Let's see if he can get the number. This time over the box he strikes, and it's 5-10 at the half. Sprout leading on it. Ancient. An absolute banger of a first half for Sprout on that T side. Let's see if they can back it up here in the second. They only need 6 to close things out on map number 1 of the series. Map number 1 of the day here. Day 4 of ESL Pro League. In the conference stage, and Anonymo, it's their time to set the pace by pushing on this T side.
We're really under the weather too, Anonymo, in this first half. Oh, this is great from Slacks. He's all action right now. And he even chooses to stand aggressively in the smoke. Snacks is all over that. So, Snacks slaps Slacks.
Say that 5 times quick.
Yeah, there's your tongue twister for the day. As now, Barvin gets twisted in this A-bomb site. That will be the bomb plant in for Anonymo.
Yeah, too many angles to cover there. He couldn't buy enough time to get these CTs rotating in. You got Spitty late on the flank, but it's going to be K leading the charge here. Make his way in from short. Kyler, high angle, makes it work for 1, but it is going to be traded back to 2-on-2. Make it 1 man remaining for Anonymous. Snatchy can't get that crosshair in the right place, and it's Spitty to pick up 2 on the retake. 3 for the round, and Sprout are going to be looking pretty damn hot coming into the second half. We had to laugh.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
That's the CS equivalent of a fart joke, really.
I guess so.
Maturity being shown, but a lot of maturity being shown by Sprout in that retake. They were under the pump.
At least more respectful than doing an easy spray, you know?
You reckon the fart's more respectable than the easy spray?
Yeah. The easy's just full BM.
Each their
Because
own.
it wasn't easy. Saying it was easy is just disrespect your CS brothers, I guess. Whereas the fart's just natural.
Fart everyone can laugh at.
Very true. Now, Anonymo opting for the Deagles here. Not over-investing in the second, wanting to get those rifles into play early in the second half, give themselves their best damn shot at getting a few rounds on the board before Sprout run away with the game. However, of course, Sprout, they've got 3 A1Ss, opting for those over too much utility. It's a very strong strat these days. The range, the accuracy of the A1S is just incomparable. Now,
Innocent trying to replicate the success Barvin had, and he finds K, so that's a good start. Oh.
Awkward. Spitty starting to get pincer, but he will back away just in time. Try to play the range instead, holding that map control. Anonymo should be able to get the bomb plant here. See, because they don't actually have any util to stop these lines of sight from Sprout. Both sides are quad.
Oh, that's a big thing.
Okay. Contact play works. Gains just enough space to make this one happen. Barvin not going to be able to stop that bomb from going down, but he's going to wreak some havoc anyway. Swing off the contact from Spitty as he comes in to at least make that trade happen. And Snatchy, they're looking for him. Spitty on 5 HP. Just be doing some reconnaissance, but 1 straight. Oh, it might do it. It's Riles to close things through. So, 1 A1S will be carried across to the next, but Anonymo still going to be extremely happy with that round.
They made it so expensive for Sprout in that round, and only 1 M4 retained, so they have to go through the entire process of rebuying what was lost, and now Anonymo are coming into this with a strong buy. It's looking good. Innocent. That is highway robbery.
Things you love to see, but
things you don't like to receive. Snatchy will pick up the big green stick. And some early utility already going down to mid. You can see that Molotov comes through. It's smoked. Snacks is just also going to continue to push through. The contest from Sprout is pushed back in towards Donut. Spitty tries to make that FAMAS effective, but could not overstay his welcome much longer. Otherwise, he would have fallen victim to the cover. And now Anonymo have some territory to work with.
Okay. Holds a solid angle there. Gets that advantage for Sprout. Against Anonymo's first gun round here. Farvin Oh, in a rough position here. Over towards Platt, but will he just be able to hide behind the box? It looks like he may. Spitty stopping the push on the other side of the map. Anonymo were trying to push on both extremities at once, but it does not work at all. Okay, again, getting the better of Rarlin. Out from Slacks. Pops the tag, and things just go from bad to worse for Anonymo here.
Snatchy's still pressing through mid, and they don't know he is there. This could be quite dangerous. Now, that bomb is down in mid, unfortunately. It was just placed there as part of their rotation, so that's going to make things difficult given the presence of Riles. Now, Snatchy is potentially be able to do some damage here. Winning the round, I'm not liking the prospects. It's now a 4 versus 1 thanks to that. And he's in a time crisis now where he has to try and save his AWP. He's got 16 seconds on the clock plus the little additional.
Well, they know exactly where he is as well, because I believe it was Farvin there at Donut. Heard the scope come through, and it's going to be CT's pushing on both ways, both directions. And Snatchy is going to crumble at some point. Farvin over the top is just going to be jumping and hits it through the concrete. So manages to make it happen for Sprout, keep it as easy as possible into the next. And if this is going to be a 14th, well, that's just Anonymo's backs against the wall on map number 1. However, it is not their map pick.
No.
So at least they will be going onto theirs, but they'll have to look for that reverse sweep if they want to take the dub. And I don't know how well that's going to go for them with Sprout playing like they are right now.
Running out of rounds to work with, and we're seeing another dominant performance from Sprout on Ancient. It really has become a stronghold for them. So, Anonymo, they've got those pistols. They may be able to find something in terms of breaking into towards B, but you can look at Sprout's setup. They have 3 over towards the site right now, and despite the fact that they were looking to do a smoke execute, which may have seen them stream up the B ramp, and try and at least overwhelm the players that were in the site, separate those deeper players from those that were playing in the bomb site. They have to cancel it momentarily.
Oh. Look, Snacks, I was going to say, he loves a good bang. Trying to get as much damage early on through that wall into the pocket. But it seems that Innocent is going to receive more than Snacks gave earlier. So, see what Snatchy's going to be able to do, looking to lead the charge here just with that Tech 9 flash over the top. It's good, but it's not going to blind K here at the pocket, who will fall eventually, and that's going to be the B-site found. But Sprout now looking just to hold their ground, in great position to set up for the retake, but the smokes come through, and that's going to buy a whole lot of time for Anonymo.
Great set of smokes to just separate those deeper players from K in the site. Now, the problem is for Anonymo, here we go. They need to get themselves out of this, and however, that is a great amount of backing off from Sprout. They have survived that push from Anonymo, and again, they're going to chance their hand. It's all on Rowland and Innocent, who have left to duel Rouse. Now it's a 1v1.
Bomb tapped. Time very damn low now, and Riles, he's going to go forward. He's hit the trigger, so Rowland has no reason to swing here at all. He knows he's not on the bomb, and he's going to be picking it up with that fade away. So Anonymo on the pistols. It wasn't a round you'd back them in, but they've made it work.
Just a simple B execute.
Explosive.
That's all it needed to be, and they just set those smokes to space the players out. K was left in the bomb site. He had no support due to the smoke cover. The flashes came through. He was good for 1 and then was simply overwhelmed and traded out. Now, the good, I guess, adaptive play that I then saw from Anonymo was once those smokes were looking like fading, they still had a flash up their sleeve, decided to flash and push through and just try and eliminate as many and catch out as many players of Sprout as possible who were setting themselves up for a retake. Let's put Sprout in a pickle as they're spending up everything into this.
Need to go for it. They won.
Want to break back that money.
See where they can position this one. Oh, nice little run boost over the top, and K's going to get to lane very early on. However, Snatchy heads up just to expect that swing nice and early. So even with the great movement, Sprout couldn't find that entry they were looking for, but Tyler's head is going to be poking over the top of the stairs there. He will get away scot-free, however. keep that numbers advantage for Anonymo. Innocent, Liquid in the smoke there too. And Ryland cracking open the B site. A1S still able to have some impact here as Slack's not going to be able to connect there with the Deagle. Smoke to lane. To try to isolate a couple of the T's, but Ryland gets on an advanced line. One bullet's all that's necessary onto Slacks there, but Slacks hits a sharp one. Ooh, timing. Keep Snatchy in the lead there. Holding down B. Not enabling that escape from your boy Riles. Now, Barvin, he was pretty good at B ramp in the first half. Let's see what he can do in this second half. We'll have some isolated fights if you look at the positions from Anonymo here.
Just needs to find the timing. Could isolate Kyler. Might be able to pinch his weapon. Certainly is going to be what he wants.
Look, all T's untouched here as well, so they can save in very safe positions. They can just stay here at lane, go to the back of quad, name it. Would be relatively safe, but Snatchy, ooh, it's that scope. Farvin, better late than never for the peak. Will get one, not connect on the second, so won't be able to get his mitts on that AWP, but he's at least removed another weapon from the hands of Anonymo.
That's exactly what they want to do. Might not be able to win, but they can make it expensive. And they put themselves in a position where they can break that money and give themselves the best possible run in towards achieving match point and beyond. And, of course, then go on to take their map pick in this series before they head on to Vertigo. Now, again, just a layered set of utility from Anonymo towards mid. There is no action on the back of it, but Sprout have sent themselves over towards B here. Rallin's going to be on point. Might be overwhelmed as Spitty tries to just lose everything. And Innocent is cleaning up with 3. Great job from Spitty to be able to just move the crosshair away from Rallin.
Solid mechanics. The Snacks, again, just going to be shooting him through the wall. Big fan of this position, as you can see. Dished out a whole lot of damage this game so far. However, now is the time where they need to find a whole lot of impact. Down here in the jungle, down on Ancient. Sprout back onto some guns. Definitely leaving some thing to be desired, just with a couple of Famises there. However, I've actually been surprised how well all these EU players actually use the Famis. I've seen a few glimpses of terribleness, which is what we're used to seeing from the weapon, but I've actually seen it used for, you know, a couple of multi-frags here and there.
Still
just that inaccuracy, though.
Yeah, it just needs a solid burst fire, to be honest. Bring it back to something like it was in CS 1.6 or Source, and you've got actually a viable weapon that sits in that mid-range, you know, price point for the CTs. But I feel as though the M4 buff is winning them enough rounds as it is anyway, so...
Honestly, it's not going to be too long before the A1S goes back to 3100. You heard it here first. I reckon that's what they'll do. Now, Nolly's going to be thrown over towards B. Sprout opting to back off and play retake instead. Thinking about just getting that mid control, maybe coming in lane late towards B. Slack smoked off on the line he was holding. And all Anonymo players currently towards this B side. It's going to be a 5-on-5 for the retake. We'll see if K is going to be able to dodge bullets here. Spitty looking to boost over the top now. K, he's looking for the line. There's the info. Ryland close, can't connect. As Riles to do some form of damage.
Oh, that's a good opener from Farvin, who will also create this pincer effect in the retake. And now, a lot of work to be done here still. Smoke off is good for the B ramp, which just puts the last 2 remaining players of Anonymo on the back foot here. They can't even really contest this bomb without stepping through the smoke. And that is K. I don't think he knows he's double binked. However, he does take Snatchy through the smoke. And now that is a rough situation for Anonymo to try and make their way through. Their money's still good, though. They've got that benefit of having the bomb plant come through. They're going to be able to buy back into this with hopefully the ability to put the CT economy on the back foot. It's not in, by any means, safe territory. So a round win there will certainly have them pondering what they will do next. Anonymo aren't out of this. They are just working out where they are. I mean, they're still positioning themselves through spawn, so...
They've thrown 2 smokes at mid as well to try to condition Sprout to try to waste more youth cells, but they're holding on to the most part. It's actually going to be an explode straight through that smoke onto B, but well held down by K and Slacks, both connecting just when it was necessary. Playing close and from CT lane.
Snacks is on an exploratory mission towards A, and you can see the rotation from Sprout now that they've dealt with the aggression on B. Has to go back towards clearing out A. Snacks actually might be able to find some timing here.
Certainly could, but you can see Riles happy just to play for the retake, expecting some sneaky push through Temple late. Deep in the corner. Sprout, you can see they're very happy just to play the numbers. Trade it out. Fully backing themselves, and I would too with the shots they're hitting today.
Well, it's sort of like, you know, this A side on Ancient is like the A side on Mirage. You've got a great chance of retaking if you have 5 players up. There's only so many angles for them to sit in. You can cover them all out.
There's 2 smokes to play with. A Molly and a nade as well. Time in favouring Snatchy, but Riles on the line there already. Up in the Temple. Makes light work of the man, so Kyler and Snacks have a big job to do. They're not going to be in similar positions. Both trying to play bomb. Playing for themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, I think a smoke's actually been misthrown. It was the elbow instead. Kyler and Snacks all of a sudden pick up a kill apiece, and Kyler, they know that he's here, but that defuse already wrangled. The T's not peeking or stopping that one. Snacks couldn't connect, couldn't get on the line. They tried to play it sneaky. Think it was a fake, but Sprout not going to be faking that defuse, wrangling it the whole way in, and now putting themselves on 2 map point.
Essentially, Sprout did not fake it until they made it. That's how they got here. And I don't know, Anonymo, they're just putting together what they can. There's a few players who are light on utility. They don't necessarily have those smokes that they've been able to throw. Oh, actually, they do. They throw those conditioning smokes, but you can see how Riles has just pushed through mid. Now, he could get caught out. However, 5 and is good for 3.
There's a few... Snacks is in behind Riles here, and Riles flicks around in time. I was watching that on the map thinking, how the hell has this happened? Both of them in smokes and the space in between them just all over the damn place. And just like that, everyone's dead. Snatchy now, trying to hold that flank, but he's not going to be able to do it. And that's the map, Jim. 16-8, and Sprout are going to be happy with that situation.